So train by day, Superset podcast by night.
All day.
Hi.
Let's do this.
Yes, let's do this.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of Superset Radio. I'm here today with a very special guest. It is the Sucheta Deb Burman, elite ultramarathon swimmer. How do you say elite ultramarathon open water swimmer? Like, can you say it in one sentence?
Actually, yeah, go ahead. Say.
Elite ultramarathon open water swimmer. I'll get straight to it. You're the first Indian woman to swim India, Sri Lanka, and back.
Yes.
Why'd you do it? Like, why would someone wake up one morning and be like, "Hey, I want to swim to the next country and come back"? Like,
I mean, why not?
what makes you do it?
Everyone just does one. Everybody just tends to do a one way. So I was like, okay, let me just do a 2-way.
Yeah.
See, I believe that you can dream really big. You can dream so big. And it's because I know I can make them true because I have the support, I have the dedication, I have the discipline to make it happen. So why not?
Sure.
I can make my dreams come true.
Yeah, and you pretty much have,
Yeah,
right?
dream big. Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
I like that.
Yeah.
So the sport that I follow, mixed martial arts, UFC,
Yeah.
that's like the pinnacle of that. A lot of the UFC champions have always kind of said that they felt like champions before that gold was wrapped around their waist, before they got the belt. Did you always kind of felt like you were destined for great things in swimming, or did it just kind of happen?
It happened. See, I think some things just happen in life, and I went through so many things in life. You know, it's not that I haven't tried anything. Yes, I was in the corporate world. Yes, I did run for a while, but then it came to a point where swimming was something that I started, the sport that I started off with. Swimming taught me discipline. Swimming taught me hard work. Swimming got some sense of, a spirit of sportsmanship that you develop only as a child.
Mhm.
And that's what, it taught me. Swimming taught me teamwork. Swimming taught me, there's a lot in the world that you actually can do once you have a certain athletic mindset.
Sure.
So once
What's an
that
athletic
starts
mindset?
off, an athletic mindset, I would say, is discipline number one.
Okay.
You are always on your feet. You're a morning person. Most times as athletes, you meet people at a very young age. Your interaction, your capacity to be able to listen and follow orders.
Sure.
And that's when you have a coach.
Mhm.
So you need to respect that the coach knows best.
Okay.
So that's when you go to school, when you go through college, anywhere, you learn to follow orders, knowing that this person knows what is good for you.
Mhm.
This person understands you. So that's how it tends to work. We always say that the coach knows best or the teacher knows best because it's the amount of experience they've had over decades of teaching, decades of going through so many students at one point, through their life. So they can pick up and see, okay, this child is good at this child is good at that.
Sure.
So
You know your students. Yeah.
You know your students.
Yeah. That was your dad, right?
And yeah, for me, it's
For
my
you?
dad.
Yep.
And still my dad. And yes, I mean, as a coach, as a father, we have a very different relationship, but that's what makes us so strong.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm able to dream big and make them come true. It's because of this support that I have.
Yeah.
Everything
I get it.
starts at home. And yeah.
If you
It's-
stay disciplined, just follow the path, greatness
Yeah.
will come.
Automatically, with your
Greatness will
eyes
come.
closed.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And yeah, the reason I even started Superset Radio is to
Yeah.
cover the
I want to
story
know
of
about that.
athletes, like just ordinary people, like you, me, or like whoever I interview, doing extraordinary things just because they kind of told their brain, like, hey, like everyone's brain kind of tells them, hey, you're not good enough, you're ordinary. Like these people can do it, you really can't. But sometimes you just got to tell your brain to shut up. So Cheta, how do you tell your brain to shut the up and just go for it?
I'm a very hard person.
Okay.
So when I say I'm doing what I'm doing, it's because I love to swim.
Mhm.
I love doing what I do, and it's completely passion driven. So the mind is there, it's there, but making your heart just push and doing is what I do.
Yeah.
The head says, "Oh my God, this, oh my God, that," but then, yeah, it's because you love doing what I love doing what I love. I
Yeah.
love to swim because
Yeah.
it's so passion bound.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what your brain
It doesn't.
says. Yeah.
It absolutely doesn't matter.
Just do it.
So you just like, it's like selective hearing.
Mhm.
You just stop hearing and then you go forward and do what you want to do. So what the heart wants to do, I think it's more that than anything else.
There's a plane passing by, but yeah.
Yeah. So every half an hour they'll keep coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's low, bro.
These are all the private jets, no?
Wow.
All the private jets that are going towards the old airport.
Yeah, old airport.
Private
It's
jets, yeah.
really loud
Every
near.
half an hour.
Cool. So we'll take breaks every half an hour. Cool. Yeah, but if you are passionate about something, you basically just tell your brain, "Shut up! Like I'm gonna do this."
Yeah. But I just do believe that if you really love something so much,
Yeah,
if you love doing something so much,
that's all you think about.
it is just that there's nothing that you can't overcome.
Hmm.
There's no obstacle that you can't go through, whether it be mentally, whether it be physically, whether it be emotional. Nothing can stop you from doing what you love the most, and that is what, and that is why I
You do what
do
you
it.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They say ain't no mountain high enough.
Ain't no mountain
Yeah,
high enough.
exactly. That keeps me from getting
Yeah.
to you, and yeah, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah,
That's
I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely song though. Yeah,
Haven't listened to it in a while, but
I know.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah, you should.
cool.
Yeah.
But before we get to the fun stuff, something a little darker, a little deeper, like let's talk about fear a little bit. Let's just address it. You're swimming, night swims, right? We spoke about that a little. Like no one
Yes.
really talks about it as much. And you're swimming in the dead of night, complete darkness. You can't really tell where the sea ends, where the sky begins. You just got to keep swimming. I would be petrified. I would be scared. I would probably be drowned right now.
you can't drown. Trust me.
In
you
the
know how
ocean?
to swim, you will never drown.
What if you just like panic and like?
Oh no! See, this is the number one about open water swimming. Everybody needs to understand. It's safety.
Hmm.
You don't get into the water if it's not safe. Like when I get into the water, I have my boatman next to me. I
Yeah.
have my crew looking out for me. There's no chance of drowning.
For sure.
And number one, you're in the water. You know how to swim.
Okay. Yeah.
So you cannot drown.
Yeah.
There's no
And
chance of drowning.
do you have like a rope or something tied to you to the boat?
No.
So you're just there?
I'm just there.
Whoa.
So it's
that's
the rules we
crazy.
follow, right?
You cannot touch the boat. You cannot touch the men on the boat, right?
You can't touch any crew on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can't wear aids that help you go faster, like flippers or hand paddles.
Sure. Okay.
So it's basics, and you have to wear a swimsuit, cap, and goggles. You're permitted what do you call that? A nose clip, and that's really it.
Okay.
And any performance enhancer is not
It's not
permitted.
allowed. Yeah.
And I think that's fair. I
Yeah,
think that's
but
quite fair. Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
but
You
coming
need
to my question, fear. Did you feel
Fear.
it? Like when
Yes, initially I did. My
Okay.
first swim, like my first attempt was the Ram Setu. Oh
Okay.
God, I froze. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what hit me when I thought I'm just going to swim, but when it went dark, it hit me. I'm like,
Holy shit.
what have I got myself into? Yeah, you know what I mean. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what did I get myself into? But so that's the preparation that I had before my two-way. I went up to again from Wally Silling down to Elephanta.
Mhm.
I attempted a night swim. So we started about 1:32 at night
Okay.
a.m. and swam the whole morning just to be able to overcome that fear.
Mhm.
So when I went back to Ram Setu to do the two-way, it was still scary. It wasn't scared. I wasn't really scared about anything that was in the water.
It's not something you haven't seen before.
It's different every time.
Oh,
See,
okay.
every time is different. You cannot replicate an experience. You just get better with it.
Mhm.
So you don't make the same mistake twice. You learn and learn and learn and learn. And every day there is something new. Every swim there is something new. You have a new crew, or you have a new boatman, you have a new pilot. You have a different weather change. You have different currents coming through. Weather patterns. Every swim is different. Every single one. You can never replicate the same thing.
Right.
That's the beauty of it, actually. It's
Unpredictability.
yeah, and it's the unknown.
It is the unknown.
That
That is how they describe it.
Yeah, but it's the experience that I have doing what I have done, irrespective of like doing any far-fetched international swims, whatever. I still have experience of being in the middle of the water, in the middle of the ocean,
That's
and
priceless.
that does account for the experience I have. For me, growing as a person, every swim is different, and that is the beauty of it. At the same time, the fear, it's like I don't know. I've been through this already. What next? What next? So that is the fear. I think it's
Hey, you
natural.
said 30 minutes. It's
Baba came faster today.
cool. A lot of planes, no?
Then they're
Are all of
private
these
jets.
private?
All private
I didn't know
jets.
there were that many private jets
Oh, you
landing
have
in Bangalore.
no clue.
Wow.
Absolutely no idea. And because I'm here by the pool, they just go through the day. They like constantly, every half an hour. Like I don't know what happened today, but somebody must be in a rush. Every half an hour we have planes coming through. So
Yeah.
that's okay. We just have one off one.
Yeah, I was talking of planes. Have you ever skydiving? Have you ever done that?
Oh no, I haven't. But
You
it's
want to?
something I intend. Yes, I so intend to.
That's the unknown, right? Kind of, but you don't know what'll happen. Like you could predict it to a degree.
Because people say, "Oh my God, what if my parachute does not open?" This and that.
True.
I mean, again, it's the fear.
Sue the parachute company.
Okay. Oh, good plan. No, I'm just saying that, anything that we do, you never know what happens.
Yeah.
You try something new every day. You never know, right? So there is always, I think, a little bit of fear among every one of us. What's going to happen? What's not going to happen? Fear can be looked at as a positive side of it, or fear can be looked at negative. Oh, I'm scared. So you never end up doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm scared, but hey, what the hell? Let me jump off the aircraft now. Let's see if my parachute opens or not.
Do it scared.
You never know.
Do it scared.
So
yeah.
each to their own. I mean,
so you still get scared. Like the fear doesn't go away.
Never.
Because it's different every time.
I mean, tell me how like there is always an underlying fear, irrespective of everything that I've done. Like I told you, it's the fear of the unknown. There's always something new, so you never know.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's a part of life. I mean, like people. You're going to jump in a relationship. Of course, there's fear. Of course, there's insecurities. But it's how you're willing to overcome all of it, You want to overcome that insecurity. You want to overcome the fear. Get up and do something about it, That is it.
That's the only way.
Unless you really do something about it. You're just going to be sitting there and whining and be like, oh my God, my life is not going anywhere. And you expect everybody else to like be compassionate and supportive and empathetic towards it. But
you're not doing anything.
Yeah, right. But there's also that much people can do, right?
So, yeah. The only way out is through. Cool. So, open water swimming.
Wow.
So, I researched a ton about it in the last week after I figured out what it is. Most of my audience don't really know it even exists as a sport.
Yes.
I didn't even know it's legal to swim in the Indian Ocean.
Oh, no. It's
not, but you need the permits and all.
Yes, it's legal only if you get the right permissions. You can't jump there like, madam,
disclaimer,
out.
Do not swim in the Indian Ocean or any open water without the right permits. Make sure it's safe.
They're all permission based.
How would you describe the sport, open water swimming? Like, how would you define it?
Oh, the definition of the open water swimming for me is my endless love.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's personal.
It's very personal. No, it's very, very personal.
Yeah.
That is why I do it.
But when you were growing up, you probably didn't know it existed, right? As a sport. There was no education that...
No, I mean, it wasn't education because we were swimmers. My dad being a coach, we would suddenly hear, oh, this Indian swam the English Channel. Like, oh. So small things that we were aware of. But not like, it happens. But never looked at it as something that I would end up doing. But since I'm actually here now,
it's crazy, right?
And a lot of people are unaware of it. My first thing is I want people to know this exists. I want to start creating that awareness, creating the safety around it.
Yeah.
it is, you can't just jump in and swim.
You'll hear random
Eh,
stories, one person drowned,
Yeah,
all that,
it's
in
not about
lakes,
being drowning.
and
The
then
fact is that
stigma.
it's just in the mind.
Hmm.
And people need to get out of it, because safety is crucial, critical. You are somebody's child, you are somebody's, father,
Someone, yeah,
sister, mother, brother. Your life is important for them.
right,
Their lives are important for you.
sure.
So don't neglect safety. It's the number one thing important for everybody. And
For sure.
people should understand that it is equally a tough, hardworking, mind-boggling sport to do,
Hmm. I
as
can't
much
imagine.
as any other sport.
I would
As
say even more than that. Like, just the
No.
unknown is what makes it
though
the mind-boggling part.
any sport for that matter.
It's tough,
It's tough for any
Yes, but-
sport,
for sure.
You never know what's going to happen, and sometimes I think sometimes it's the unknown that I get like a little kick off. Maybe that's like probably a driving force for me to be doing what I do.
After all of these swims, do you still get that kick?
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, I'm done.
The relief when
It's
it's
like,
done.
oh, I'm done. Yeah,
But
I
the
mean,
anxiety when it's about to happen, like you're about to jump off.
yeah, and when I'm done, I'm like,
can't.
oh, I'm done. That's
So-
another feeling altogether. It's like
Yeah.
it's a thrill by itself.
Euphoria.
Yeah, it's
For
a
sure, I can
thrill
imagine.
by itself. But what you're into?
I'm-
You're into?
Into everything at this point. I was competing in powerlifting. I did that for a bit. I actually started off with that. I did jiu-jitsu for a fair amount of time. Got my
Wow.
blue belt in one of the best academies in the country, actually, Institute of Jiu-Jitsu, Sadashivnagar.
Okay.
It's run by this really awesome coach called Rohit Vasudevan, great
Oh
guy
wow. Okay.
as well. So did that for a while, and MMA, I don't really think I'm interested in it. I watch a lot of UFC fights. Haven't really tried striking. I don't think I ever will.
You
because
never know till you
that's
try it.
I'll never know, yeah. But
Yeah.
just honestly, like my excuse is I just don't have the time to get into another like athletic endeavor.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
you got your fingers in plenty.
right now I'm
pies.
just trying to double down on what I'm already kind of there with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But talking of powerlifting, all of that, do you lift? Like, what do you think? Like, getting stronger helps
Oh yes,
No.
it does. I mean,
strength?
you don't need, like, I wouldn't have like bulky muscles like you.
Yeah,
My muscles are more lean and thinner
I get it, but
for
it
my
helps
sport.
your sport.
Oh yes, it
and-
does. You need speed at point. You need
Power.
It's for any sport for that matter.
Yeah,
You know,
helps for sure.
but in my sport, there's always like a balance between muscle and
Endurance.
fat.
Hmm.
So it's like my muscles are about 50%, or my fats are about 50%. Varies on the swim. If it's a
Okay.
longer distance swim, then
Less
I'm more
muscle
inclined of having less muscle and
muscle.
more fat. Yeah, So
helps you float a little.
it's not helps me float. It's because it's because the unknown. I don't know when I'm going to be able to feed. I don't know what's going to happen.
Hmm.
The more muscle for me
Lactic acid will burn.
is yes, and
Got
it's more tiring to be swimming with more muscle than with fat. So
I
also
can imagine that.
fat helps retain so much energy, and
Yeah.
takes a while to burn off. So it's also being able to sustain that long.
So it depends on the swim. You'll train according to that.
Yeah, the longer
Makes
distance,
sense.
the more. I mean, you still do need muscle, and because muscle is speed.
It is. Muscle
And
is speed.
you need speed. Like suddenly you come into a cross current, or you're in a point where you're at the same spot for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Power through.
You have to be able to really power through.
Power through.
Whether it be 100 meters, whether it be 500 meters,
Hmm.
you need that kind of speed. That is why we do speed training also at the pool. That is why we do interval training at the pool.
Yeah.
You need to, because again, this is a natural, this is Mother Nature.
Hmm.
You never know what's going to come.
Yeah.
The tide may change at one point, the current may change at one point, but the point is they're going to change
Be prepared. for
eventually, and
anything.
you got to be prepared.
Sure.
So when they say swim fast, you should have it in you to be able to swim that
Hmm.
fast and still have so much fuel that you can power through the rest.
Got it. Was a perfect
So-
week of like lifting and swimming, all of that look for you? I saw you with the Mudgar, Tagda
Yeah,
Raho.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Do you
that
do that?
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, again, you got to try something different.
Sure.
Again, being at the gym all the time, doing your regular weights or doing your thing, it's just adding something different in your life.
Hmm.
And it's also the environment that I have at Tagda Raho. Everybody's got this energy. Everybody's like all, you know,
Pumped up.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a different energy. It's a different environment altogether. So that is what makes it so exciting.
That's an HSR, right?
No, I go to the one in RBNMS in Alsur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dugout. That's a nice big open air space, and it's lovely. You should try it sometime.
They have an HSR
Yeah, you should try
area,
it.
and I
Yeah,
keep looking at it because my office was closed. I've never gone in though.
just
like,
go.
Yeah,
Try
I'll-
something different.
I'll try it for sure.
It's different movements. It's again
It's
everything's
hard.
physics.
I've seen the equipment at my gym, and
Yeah.
I've tried it. It's just it feels heavy. Like
Oh no,
the-
no, they have different weights.
Yeah, I know.
So
I tried the heaviest one.
hey.
Then I was like, okay, not for me.
So no,
Not
I
for
would
me.
say you've only swam in a 25-meter pool. You've told me.
Yeah,
No, so next swim in a 50-meter pool.
yeah, this one.
Yeah, you should hear the race center. Yeah, so that's how you go. From 25-meter pool
Progressive
to a 50-meter
overload.
pool. Get progressive. Just don't go pick up like a 50-kilo
Of
weight and
course.
be like, yeah.
Yeah, I was just fooling around that day, and I was like,
But
maybe
careful.
not.
They can be
I know.
susceptible
Shoulder.
to injury.
Yeah,
So you have to be very careful even when you
Yeah.
try something new.
I know. They have
Yeah.
a lighter one though. Like
Yeah, they
I
do.
can always try
I
that.
stick with those.
Cool.
I stick with the lighter ones. It works best for me.
Yeah. I was watching again one of your episodes. I can't even remember which podcast it was at this point. One
Oh.
of them. But you actually mentioned that you hit the 4 decades soon. I caught that. And I was like, oh, okay. Never ask a woman about her age. But
God.
you mentioned it, so it's
man,
fine.
Yeah, I did. And wow, it's been quite a journey.
It has.
It's been an incredible journey.
I wanted to
like,
talk about that because you mentioned
wow.
the effect it has had on performance a little. Takes you a little longer to recover.
Oh,
that.
everything. I've gone. My speeds come down. I wouldn't say drastically. Like I'm off like 5 seconds. My
Mhm.
speeds come down. My recovery time is increased.
5 seconds is a lot though, right? Like
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes it is.
it's
So I've become
insane.
slower by 5 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm not happy. But again, I need to accept the fact that my father, my coach, has told me it's age.
It is.
It's not that you're slowing down so drastically. It's okay because you at your peak, which is fine. And if I can maintain this particular speed that I am on now consistently throughout, is honestly much faster than a lot of swimmers
It is.
already at my age.
Yeah.
Swimmers around my age or older. I mean, yeah, it's quite good actually.
It is.
And it's incredible. But at the same time, the recovery takes so much longer.
Mhm.
I would probably recover in like about half an hour, 45 minutes. Now it takes me an hour and a half. And also, I think even the food habits, I've had to change a food habits here and there, which is okay. I mean, it's not about the quantity of the food I'm eating, it's the quality of the food I'm trying to eat now.
Sure. Quality.
Yeah.
What do you eat to like help with performance?
So right now I've got into chocolate milk.
Okay.
I'm eating, yeah.
Like
I've-
pre-swimming
yeah.
for the sugar?
No, anytime I want to.
Oh, that sounds awesome, dude. That's the life I want to live. Give away my
No.
Coke Zero.
Hey, no, that's the thing about swimming. You can eat and you're fine.
Yeah.
And for me, especially, it's fine. Because I'm okay having a little weight here and there. And
It helps.
I choose to be that.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely no rhyme or reason to even think otherwise. Because, see, it's being confident about how you look. It's being confident about it's okay looking the way I look. Even if I'm a little chubby, it really doesn't make a difference. Because it's me for myself. And that is the most important thing. You know
And
what
for the
I
sport,
mean?
like
And it's an advantage for the sport.
it is.
And I
Truly is.
became this way because of the sport.
Right.
And I think it's wonderful. I have like broad shoulders and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So I've added like seeds, like sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, watermelon seeds into my diet,
Like,
which are things I've never done before.
yeah.
chia seeds and sesame seeds.
I hate seeds. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like how it like
Yeah.
tastes. If I like eat it, like it's fine. Like I'll swallow
Yeah.
it. Plant will
Yeah,
grow
yeah,
inside my
yeah,
stomach.
yeah,
All
yeah.
that, that people say.
I know, I remember.
I don't care about
yeah,
that.
no, I remember as children, we
Yeah.
were told,
Don't swallow the seeds.
Don't swallow seeds. The plant
Now
will grow in
everyone's
your
just
stomach.
eating seeds.
Now we're
No
only
way.
eating seeds.
It's the
No,
thing.
so what my mom does is she grounds them into a powder,
Yeah.
and it's like she mixes it into like my ragi porridge.
Oats.
Or no, I don't like oats.
You don't like oats,
I
okay.
don't like oats.
Mix it into the porridge.
Mix it with the porridge
Yeah.
and you're sorted. Because I need it, and I see the change.
Hmm.
And
What
I'm
change is that?
slowly, my
Like-
recovery is getting slightly better. Also, my body's feeling better. It's different, you know what I mean? And it's actually quite okay. I'm
Got
eating
it.
normal. It's just that adding these few things into my diet seem to be nice.
Got it.
And I'm also trying to be a little, conscious of where I'm eating, what I'm eating.
Sure.
You know, earlier I really couldn't care. I would eat anything, anywhere. But now I'm like, okay, this food is a little too oily. I'm not able to handle that oily food. I'm not able to handle spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I still eat. I still love it. But I just tell them, can you just go a little easy on the oil and go a little easy on the spice? But I didn't love that stuff. I mean,
I love spicy food as well.
I
Like-
don't like spicy food anymore.
You said you don't like spicy food at all?
I don't like it anymore. I
You
avoid
used to
it.
like it before? And
See,
now?
again, I'm really okay. I mean, if it's certain food has to be spicy that way, it is spicy
It
that
is,
way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
It's like, okay, chili chicken. Then you have the Andhra style chili chicken. It's supposed to
Gunpowder.
be spicy. Yeah, Some foods are just meant to be
Yeah.
spicy, but there's some foods where you can avoid it not being spicy. Yeah, I would go for it. I actually don't drink milk or coffee and tea with milk. Reason is sometimes I can't handle the smell of milk.
sure.
But now I've started chocolate milk.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I put in
Little tea?
so there's a nice big mug. So it's like just this much milk for namesake, and the rest is water, and the other rest is chocolate milk,
Wow.
chocolate syrup. So,
Wow.
so I just call it chocolate milk for the sake of calling it chocolate milk. But trust me, it's more
chocolate syrup
chocolate
and milk.
water,
Yeah.
chocolate syrup and water than milk. But yes, I'm slowly again, I've never drank milk before, so that's something I'm slowly starting into my diet too. I see the difference. I mean, nothing happens overnight. So I've been doing this for the last 4-5 months, and I'm slowly seeing a difference, and it's working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works, and yeah, it's good. And I
Makes
love
sense.
my rice. Even coming from Agartala or even being in the south, it's rice. I mean,
It is rice.
Someone told
Yeah.
me, eat rice without the starch. I said, no, it doesn't taste good one bit.
That's not the same thing then. Like,
Then it's not rice.
get some good rice, get some fish, get some fish curry. I don't know. Now that's a meal.
Dal and yeah,
Oh my God,
why
now that's
not?
a meal. Like,
So I'm saying they just, and I feel good about it.
I think that's how it
And-
should be with nutrition. Don't overcomplicate it. Just,
Yeah, you keep it simple. Do what works for you.
yeah.
Whether it be nutrition, whether it be training, whether it be your personal life, whether it be emotions, or whether it be mentally, do what works for you.
Yeah.
Don't imitate.
Anybody.
Don't, because what they do need not necessarily work for you 100%. You may try it,
Figure it
but
out.
don't make it that exact thing that you have to do. Do what works for you
Exactly.
in every aspect of your life.
Yep,
right?
yep. We've heard it from Sucheta. Eat your seeds and you will live forever. Cool. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for the second part of this podcast. Let's talk about gadgets. Do you have any fancy gadgets when you're going in for a swim? I can see you have an Apple Watch there. Other than that, like,
No, it's just my Apple Watch that I use for tracking my training that I have in the pool. So that is how I'm able to train, and that is when I know
you
where
use
my
it to
level.
track sleep and all that?
Yes, I do, because sleep is really important. So it's also my heart. So it's tracking my conditioning, it's tracking my progress. But when I'm in the open water, I really don't use my gadgets.
You don't take the Apple Watch into swim?
I have tried when we go to the lake and stuff, but when I'm doing any of my swims, my long swims, I really don't need it at all. No.
No gadgets at all?
No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Not needed.
Not
But do you
needed.
see swimmers these days, like they overly complicate? They get a lot of gadgets, maybe like at least a watch, monitors for your heart rate, all of that. Like
Personal choice.
personal choice. Got it.
For me, my training is basically where I need my gadget from, where I need my readings from my watch, because that is my training portion of it.
Hmm.
Even when after my training, when I'm in my taper phase, when I'm tapering down those 3-4 days,
Sure.
I
Deload.
already know my conditioning, so I know how I'm going to be performing when I'm out there. I think
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
knowing myself. So I really
Yeah.
and my crew. I have my crew to keep me safe. So I don't
I think
need
that's what's
this.
important.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these watches, right? They'll give you like a daily update. Like you wake up and your daily readiness score. So if it's a lower daily readiness,
Okay.
it's basically telling you, hey, go easy today. You're not really conditioned to train today. Like chill, basically.
Uh,
But sometimes you feel good, and what the watch is saying, what the app is saying, isn't reflecting how
yeah,
you feel.
it's because it doesn't have a soul. It runs on battery.
There's AI, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, I
but-
mean, yes, but see, then again, you know your body. Turn off those notifications. You don't need that.
Yeah.
Get up and go.
Whoop. There's no screen on the. So it's exactly like that, but imagine no screen, just a band on you, and it'll track everything.
So there was actually something called Move, MOOV.
Okay.
Oh my God, that is one of the best swim trackers ever. Again, it doesn't have a screen. You just say start, stop.
Okay.
And I use it only for swimming.
Yeah.
I really wish they came back because they are so good.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Move, please come back. We are the best tracking watch ever.
Why did they stop production? Like
I have no
Yes.
clue.
too much competition, I guess, in this market.
Possibly. I started using Move in that whole tracking time, I think 2016.
Yeah, that was a peak. Like
Yeah, that's when
everyone was
yeah.
getting
So
there.
I started using Move because that was the best in the market for swimming. I used it only for swimming, but oh my God,
Yeah.
downright to every millisecond it gave me.
That's crazy.
Incredible
Yeah.
and so user friendly. Oh, it was incredible. Yeah, I missed that.
Move, come back.
And the battery lasts forever.
Wow.
And you get those watch batteries, the coin ones.
Yeah, the small
I
one.
don't know whether you'd know. You're the new generation. Do
Dude,
know
you
of
still
that?
need all of that.
Oh, I'm
those
just checking,
batteries.
yeah.
That was pretty much
It's
the
just
same.
a 10 rupees battery, and that battery would run for 7 months, 8 months.
Easily. Calculator
Yeah.
have those batteries and all in them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just checking because you guys use your phone, right? So
Yeah.
the
Them.
Gen Z.
You know we're the same age, right? Both of us. Like not exactly.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Mid-20s and early 20s, I guess. Okay, not exactly the same age. 5-6 years.
I'm sorry, what?
Too young. You don't know about these references.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about. You
Cool.
heard of Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys?
Of course. I grew
See,
up listening to that.
He didn't.
You don't know Spice Girls? David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, and his wife was part of that band.
It's called Spice Girls. Backstreet Boys. You heard of the Beatles? I'm sorry, how old are you?
I am 26.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
He's
But
like, I've been to Rishikesh.
the Beatles have the
So,
yeah.
yeah.
John Lennon. Imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
Imagine. So
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, is that the kind of music you listen to? The Beatles and Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys. I want it that way.
I told you, I come from that generation.
Yeah, that was epic. I
Spice
think.
Girls, Backstreet Boys, Boyzone.
Boy bands, basically the peak of
Yeah,
that.
and the girl bands too were all coming up. So that
Amazing.
was when I was like, what, 14, 15 years old.
Some pretty
I was
popular
back in
girl bands
school.
now. Fifth Harmony. I don't know if they still make music though. I was like, but
Yeah, I see, because I honestly, it's like, I really don't listen to music that much. But when I do, I go back to the, like, anything, like before 2000. Like
Yeah,
the rock,
90s.
the rock.
Queen
Yeah,
and
the rock genre, you know what I
basically,
mean?
yeah,
Like Michael Jackson. There are some good songs today, but
not the same.
not
Not
as
your
they
vibe.
used to be. Yeah,
I get that.
very different.
Cool. So from music, coming back to science and technology,
Yeah, that is it, right? So Move was the best. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you'll ever come back, move, but If you do, Sucheta will
please.
purchase your band once again.
Oh
Maybe
yes, for sure.
in different
In
colors.
a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
one. In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
So I was watching another episode where you kind of spoke about how swimmers these days are so fast, and that's largely a lot because of the advancements in science, right? Like a lot of the athletes now, they are like bigger, stronger, faster than they've ever been. MMA, you find knockouts happening faster than they've ever had. Powerlifters, strongmen are stronger than
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
in the 20th century. Swimming also, like people have gotten faster than they ever did.
Yes, yes.
Why do you think that is? What exactly is the change in science like that has happened? Like
See, one thing is, okay, the
better
foundation.
training, I guess.
No, the foundation remains the same. The alphabets remain the same. It's A to Z. That's your basic foundation.
Sure.
It's just growing from there. It's like when you put a seed in, it's like today you have like, fertilizers that are way different from the fertilizers we used back then. You know, so obviously the seeds grow faster. It's again because of science. It's able to apply because of technology. You're able to get better equipment. You're able to get like, food and nutrition. Like today, back then we just ate anything we wanted. Today, as a
Right.
weightlifter, you say no, I can't take
More
salt.
conscious.
You become like, I can't take that much salt. It's not good for me. Then then you have we have our pretty models. They eat, but then they keep it restricted when it comes to sweets or oily food and stuff. It is what's required for each profession, right? So now with the advancement in technology, they can monitor how much you're eating, what you're eating, what is good for you. No. You need to weigh and say, okay, I need to have 50 grams protein, 10 grams carbs. We never did any of that back then.
Food
Today-
tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your nutrition is so vital.
I just kind of eat. Like I
And I-
eyeball it. I know how much I'm eating every day. Like a scoop helps, so I get like a scoop in, like one scoop, but I don't really track anything.
Yeah, but then it depends on what level that you're going at. Are you
Sure.
doing this for yourself, for your health and wellness?
Yeah.
Or are you doing it to be at that level of training? At
Do you
that
think tracking is
level of-
needed at the top of the top
Yes, you
pinnacle,
do. You do.
needed highest level?
Because when you're saying why am I wearing this and stuff, there I don't know if I'm quite possibly sure, but pulse is something that we always check morning and evening. Like you wake up in the morning, you check your pulse. Before you go to sleep, you check your pulse. I think it's because that's when you know your heart conditioning. Blood is everything in the body. It carries nutrients. It carries oxygen. Anything that is
Resting
required
heart
for
rate,
the
that's
body.
an important one. Resting
Yeah.
heart.
Not necessarily. Today
No?
we make a big deal of resting heart rate.
Yeah.
But yes, it is because now the technology is there. But back then when you're resting, you wouldn't be like, okay, I'm counting my pulse now, am I? Okay, now
That's-
I'm going to rest a while. Oh, I got to check my pulse again. But that's technology today, no? It's gotten to a point where we just like check and say, okay, this is my resting heart rate.
Nice.
You wake up in the morning, this is my conditioning. So I'm swimming the same amount, the same volume, my speed's increasing, my volumes are increasing with my thing. My interval trainings are getting more, my endurance trainings, my workouts are getting longer, stronger, faster. It's good to know that I have a watch with me that can track my heart
Yeah.
down to every heartbeat.
That's amazing, right? Like
And it tells
just on
me,
your wrist.
yeah, which
And-
is incredible.
Incredible.
And so that is one, plus the kind of equipments that we have today. There's so much research gone into specific equipments required for swim training, for running. You just have to like press the button and say, I'm a swimmer and I need to start running. So you just like say yes on the treadmill and that's it. It knows exactly what kind of workout to give you, what
Amazing.
pace to give
Yeah.
you. Then you say you're a marathoner, and it'll give you
Sets it
exactly
up for you.
it is so smart and intelligent.
Yeah.
But again, that is needed for such high level of performance.
Of course. Best of the best to
The
get there.
cream of it.
Sure.
When you like they say, there's something that I actually read as a swimmer in the Olympics or something. When we're swimming, we work with microseconds.
Yeah.
That is the swimming touch for you. Like you come second in a microsecond, that's 0.001.
Yeah.
That's swimming. You know
That's-
what I mean?
The gap, like
Between the silver and the gold.
yeah. It's insane.
So yeah, and we never had that back then.
Microseconds. It was at least seconds, right?
At least
The gap
seconds.
between the first and the second and third.
Yeah, there would be seconds. Now it's like touch. You have like 8 Olympians going touch
Everyone's
in like a matter
equally-
of like 3 seconds. Everybody's finished. You know, it's incredible, and it's also the day and age. There's so much population. There's so much infrastructure. There are people getting their kids into sports and stuff, which is an incredible thing to see.
It is,
You know,
especially in our country, right? Like, just I don't think sports is given the highest priority.
now, yes,
India.
now sports is coming up, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Because as a child athlete, I learned to swim at the age of
4.
I started swimming at the age of 4.
Hmm.
I learned much earlier, but I
Oh,
started
okay.
actually swimming at the age of 4. By then, I had already learned discipline. I had already learned waking up in the morning, being ready, you know, having to going swimming, having to go to school after, and then in the evening you're swimming again. I was a healthy, bubbly little child.
Yeah, you talk about being the kid with pigtails.
Yeah,
Around
running
the
around the
pool.
pool. Yeah, I was hyper
You have to burn all that
And-
energy somewhere.
and a
Hmm.
brat. Oh yes.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't just call me a brat. I'm a naughty child. I've been a naughty child.
Well,
But yeah, it didn't matter.
sometimes it takes a brat to
Okay.
cross countries and swim across.
I
And
am
come
still
back,
a brat. I
like-
haven't changed.
That personality is necessary. Yeah,
Yeah, I think sometimes you need one thing, maybe being brat, maybe being stubborn and headstrong, has very positively impacted me as an athlete.
Hmm.
You know, you're exhausted, you're tired,
stubborn.
but you're still pushing because you're like, I'm gonna do it.
Stubborn.
That's when the stubborn, the headstrong of that characteristic of mine comes into play,
Hmm.
and it works for me incredibly.
Nice. It is.
So being
incredible.
stubborn is a good
Yeah.
thing for me.
Yeah, that muscle blaze supplement company, Ziddi, their
Yeah.
entire tagline, they had an entire campaign about how being stubborn is almost necessary for athletes. Like, don't take no for an answer.
Yeah, oh, no chance.
Yeah.
It's my way. You know, it's like when I'm in the water, it's my way because I know what works for me, right?
Yep. Cool. So that is kind of like just the science and tech bit
Yeah.
that we had planned.
A little bit of it.
A little bit of it. We'll move on to basically the community side of it. My Instagram community has asked you 4 questions. Answer as
Oh, yeah.
concisely as possible.
Okay.
And then there's a few questions planned, like just a quick rapid fire round.
So you want to know me, huh?
1 word, 1 sentences. Yeah, I think like all of the podcasts, they don't really cover that. Let's get to know who really is Sucheta Deb Burman.
So should
Who
I
are you?
reply in the Gen Z version?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Because I have no clue what that means. I'm a
Just,
millennium. What else?
I.
Yeah, I'm just old. When it comes to social media and the language you all speak today, so no clue. But anyways,
Let's give it a try.
let's try. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's try.
First question from Sri Vardhan Jami.
Hi,
When did
Shri.
When did she start swimming?
Okay, I first was put in the water when I was 9 months old because my dad is a coach, and slowly here and there. But I actually started really swimming at the age of 4.
From ar.sang03. What do you eat?
So this is about a 300 ml bottle that's tied on a rope from the boat and given to me. So it's got my gel, it's got my electrolytes in it, and it's got a lovely little thing with dry fruits that mom just makes a paste, and that is in with a little bit of water. So I keep it at 200 ml, and that is what I eat when I'm in the water. When I'm outside the water, when I'm training, food is fuel.
That's pretty much how I eat as well. Next question from kushagra.dube.
Hello.
How different or difficult is swimming in a pool versus swimming in the ocean? Or
Okay,
river?
so maybe you should watch my TEDx.
Yeah.
Because I have not only spoken about the difference about swimming in a pool and difference about swimming in the open water, I've also spoken about the rules and regulations and my entire journey so far. That'll cover anything and everything you need
Got it.
and how I inspire myself too.
Kushagra, we link the TEDx down below to this video. Final question from Gary
Hi,
JB.
Gary.
What mental fuel drives you to keep pushing when you're beyond exhausted?
My stubbornness, my headstrong mentality, that characteristic of mine, not very pleased people out there, but in the water, that works for me. Being stubborn, being headstrong gets me to the finish.
Yeah, that works. Cool. That is all the questions from Instagram. We're moving on to the rapid fire round. One sentence, one line, as soon as we can go. All right, let's do this. If the ocean could talk, what would it tell you?
We miss you.
Come back soon. Like, one line to describe how getting stung by a jellyfish feels like.
I must have done something really wrong. It's coming back to me. It's just karma.
I was saying that like you put car grease, right?
Yeah.
To prevent it, but then
It was just too much karma I was dealing with.
all of the jellyfish. Could you see the jellyfish though?
No, you can't see them. See, in the daytime it's okay. At night you can't see them. No.
Yeah, you just feel like you're stung. Oh,
Yeah, they're just there. And when you actually touch them, they're like that.
like gooey.
Ooh.
Almost.
Yeah,
Man.
it is. Yeah.
Would you keep jellyfish as like a pet at your house? Like a
I don't
huge
have
aquarium.
space. No, I don't have space.
You would need a huge aquarium.
No, I don't have space. No,
for
no.
that.
They don't belong in an aquarium.
They belong in the open world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
that is their environment.
I know you swam with dolphins. You swam
I-
with jellyfish. If you could swim with any sea creature, what would it be? Pick one.
Oh,
The entire, or every organism ever that lives in the sea.
oh. Okay.
I don't think you could just
Um,
pick one, right?
Yeah, I know, but there's just so many.
There's so many. Just gotta pick one. Eels. There's-
Oh, no. If there's one marine animal that I'd like, I think it would just be the dolphin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You feel like they communicate with you in some way because dolphins are really intelligent.
They are intelligent, and what I have read or what I have been told about dolphins are when a dolphin is around you, they keep you safe. They feel your energy, you know what I mean?
Vibe.
Yeah, they
They
feel
vibe
your
with you.
vibes, they feel your energy,
Yep.
they feel your aura.
Hmm.
So they will be around you.
Mhm.
And they say anything for that matter, like they don't feel a good energy or they don't stick around.
Sure.
They feel a good energy, they feel the good vibes coming off the
They
person.
stuck around with you.
They stuck around with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, and they would keep you safe because dolphins are known to eat jellyfish and stuff. But again, how much would it eat?
Dolphins is your answer.
Yes.
But don't trust them to eat all the jellyfish. They'll put your car grease on. Do you have a pre-swim ritual? Anything before you get into the water?
Every day or just before my swim?
Before the big ones, do you have like any ritual? You think any?
Oh, I pray. I pray for the safety of my crew. I pray for the safety of me. And I just, because
Pretty much
again,
it.
it's unpredictable. So
Yeah.
you're
the
just
unknown.
praying to keep everybody safe.
Have you ever had a close encounter with a shark?
Oh, no.
Never.
No. I'm not even going there.
Okay. Do you want to? No, you said you're not going there.
I don't know.
Okay.
If like I said, it's so unknown. You never know. If it's there, it's there. It's not there, it's
What
not
do you do
there.
if you just
I
happen
have
to see it?
no idea.
You know, they
See,
say
you know,
punch
we-
it in the snout or something. I don't know if you could even react. Like
You
I would
never
be
know.
frozen.
Because they are fast.
They are.
But then that's why I have my crew, right?
Hmm.
So they notice, they see what's going around. A
Good.
360 view of everything. And because most of them are fishermen,
Hmm.
they are always in touch with
They
what's
know.
going on. So they know.
You can see it.
If there's a shark sighting or a whale sighting, it comes up on the radar. They're not going to risk my life. So they say, okay, no, there was a shark sighting. We're not going to get in.
Mhm.
We're not going to get in.
But
See-
a whale, that's beautiful.
We don't know. So again, I don't really where I have been swimming all this while. I'm not aware of any whales that have come.
Sure.
That is why I depend on my crew, and I pray for the safety of my crew and me. So we leave and come back safe and sound.
What's the first thing you crave after a long swim?
Sleep.
Not food. Like in the West Bengal one, you kind of spoke about the
Fresh
fish,
water.
fresh water.
I want
Okay.
fresh drinking water.
So all the salt water is inside
Oh, and I
Yeah.
just want to sleep. But being after I finished my first open water, which is at Mushirabad,
your
you're eating
81
fresh
kilometers.
fish.
Yeah.
You want to eat fresh fish. It's something you're deprived of living in Bangalore.
Of course.
There's a different taste to it there, and yes, I wanted to eat that. And it was freshwater swim, right? It was a river swim,
Yeah.
so I really didn't have to worry
That was.
about salt water and stuff. So yeah, I ate.
Was that your favorite open water swimming experience? The Murshidabad 81 kilometer. It was the longest by far.
Distance wise, it was the longest, but time wise, no.
Didn't take. Yeah, I checked the
Yeah,
stats.
yeah. So, yes, distance wise, it was long, but every swim had its own beauty.
Own place in your heart.
Yeah, and that one being the first professional long swim,
Hmm.
I learned 90% of everything I had to learn right there.
Hmm.
And any of my swims after that, I think it's just been about 3 or 4% since.
Wow. It's crazy.
Because that was the rich experience, culminating everything, heart, mind, body, soul, everything together.
What's the most beautiful place you've ever swam?
Every place. Even you see the pool behind us, it's blue waters.
Yeah.
I love this place too.
Looks hot
Yeah, now it is.
AF though. But
Yeah, but yeah, the water is so blue and so inviting. Yeah, so anywhere and everywhere is beautiful. You just need to see the beauty of it.
right,
Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
that's true. And this pool does look,
Do you
pretty
Gen Zs
beautiful.
know that?
of course.
I'm just checking.
Yes. That line has traveled down with us from generations. If you could have one superpower related to the water, what could you have? They call you the aqua woman of India.
Talk
Talk to the fish?
talk to the entire marine
Wow.
system, marine ecosystem, everybody. Yeah, because that is where my life happens.
Hmm.
It is my endless love. So yeah, it's the whole package.
Right.
Yeah.
Aquaman can do that, by the way. He can.
Yeah, so I'll be the woman of it. No, so just give
Yeah,
it, like let's
exactly.
let's do like shared responsibilities and shared sense of being.
Do you have a hype song?
Take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna
Take my
ride.
horse to the old town road. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
ride. Lil Nas
till I
X.
can no more.
Yeah, that is our generation, though.
So I was
Yeah.
I was so how I came across I was watching one of these movies,
Okay,
right? And this song was playing at the back.
that's Billy Ray
And
Cyrus.
The soundtracks, the music soundtrack. And I got to listen to the song. Oh my God, I fell in love with it when he says Gucci on my head and Wrangler on my booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the song I've been listening to for the last week now.
Nice.
It changes.
That is Lil
yeah.
Nas X. It's one of my favorite singers.
Yeah, I don't know what it meant, but yeah, I just like the song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. If you want a swimmer, what would you be?
I'd probably sitting in an office.
Corporate, desk job,
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
You sound really sad when you say that. It's not
Hey.
that bad.
No, it's not. I mean, again, it's each to their own. See,
Yeah.
I get to be here with wind in my hair and pool at the back. Yeah, so yeah, works for me.
What's one thing people do not know about Sucheta Deb Burman?
My grandma died on my birthday. Therefore, I don't celebrate my birthday. And I'd like to keep it that way.
That is
Yeah.
insane. Not the answer I thought I would be getting, but yeah,
I'm full of surprises at times.
yeah.
That's something people don't know about me either.
I don't think anyone knew about you.
Yeah,
that
it's
is-
okay. It's personal. So,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think it's one of the most personal questions ever asked.
yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
intend for it to be. I just thought.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What's the last book you read?
Oh God, I'm a kind of person who keeps reading books again and again.
What's the last one you read? What
I'm again reading. I'm again reading The Hitchhikers of the Galaxy,
Nice.
book 1.
Okay.
I have that in hard copy and I have it on my Kindle too.
You plan on getting through the entire series?
Oh, I've already gone through it. I think this is my 3rd time.
Wow. What do you like so much about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
When he describes these small little things of, the sky and going through, the beauty of it is what gets me into it.
Yeah.
Because that's someone, I'm able to relate to with the way he's expressed these things, because that's how I feel about the water.
Yeah, I could see that
That
similarity coming.
level of expression, I can't do it, and he's done it for me.
Yeah,
It's a fantastic book.
it is. It is.
The whole series is incredible.
I had
Yeah,
like
you've read it?
no. So my
Ah,
previous boss,
yeah.
he recommended that if I wanted to get better at like storytelling and content, he's like, read this book, and you'll immediately like become a better storyteller.
Yep. You
because of it.
feel literally like takes you there.
Yeah, I get. I have it in my house. It's collecting dust. I'll probably read it.
No,
I
I would
haven't-
recommend you read it. What's the
will.
last book you read?
The current book I'm reading is it's called Content Creator Handbook. I'm figuring out this entire game.
Okay, that's something you require. Yeah.
Um,
But-
I honestly haven't been reading books other than these non-fiction kind of just
Yeah.
to improve
yeah.
this side of it.
My other favorite book is is by Richard Bach. Jonathan Livingston Seagull is about this seagull who's really not that fast. Seagulls are not fast. He's trying to go so fast to break break the sound barrier.
That's crazy.
It's an incredible book.
The name of the seagull is Jonathan?
Jonathan, yeah.
Whoa.
You read the book. It's a very small little tiny book, so
I'll check it out.
yeah, you got to
Yeah.
check it out. It's a beautiful little book that talks about how this little fellow, who is not designed for speed, eventually
Yeah.
does it.
That is crazy. That's
It
kind of
won't
what we
stop
spoke
him.
about in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
Telling your brain to just shut up and just
stubborn. Yeah, it's
stubbornness.
stubborn and headstrong.
yeah. I could
Believe
think of a lot of names for seagulls. Jonathan wouldn't be one of
Yeah,
them.
but it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Yeah,
Other than swimming, what's one thing you're really good at that most people don't know?
cooking.
Yeah. What
Oh, I love cooking. What everything?
cook everything? Like
Yeah, there's nothing
what's-
that I don't.
one dish that you think is the best dish you make? Is it
Oh, I cook everything well.
equally well?
Some
Or
better.
what's
some
your
are-
signature
Some
favorite?
have better days and some have bad
Of
days.
course,
but
yeah.
I cook really well.
A1 effort,
I'm known for my mutton curry with spinach, with palak.
Okay.
That's one thing that I make. That is quite a hit, because that's what you cook when you invite guests home. But normally at home, I experiment. I try stuff, and 99.999% of the time they all come out great,
So
except for a few times when the salt is too much
that happens.
or the
Just-
salt is too less. Very
if it's
rare.
too less, you could just add some more.
Very,
too much.
Very, very rare.
Like
happens very rarely.
1%, less than that.
Oh, barely.
0.1%.
0.0001%. It's probably just happened like once in my entire
Life.
time of cooking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a
Yeah.
few hypothetical questions.
Oh,
So
we
if you
do.
could travel anywhere in the world right now, be anywhere other than here doing this podcast with me, where would you be?
Bora Bora.
Wow. That's an island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you be swimming there? I assume not, because you're always. You would?
I would. I love to wake up in the morning, just swim.
That's
Come back.
it'd be beautiful.
Have my dry fruits and seeds.
Hey, but you're on vacation. You don't have to stick to your diet.
No. I would just want to live there.
Oh, you want to do that?
No, I don't
Okay.
wanna come
That's
back.
your life. Okay.
Yeah.
You're stranded on an island, Robinson Crusoe. You could take. Usual question is you could take 3 things. I'm gonna make this. You can just have one thing with you.
Hey, why?
I don't know. 3 things is too many choices.
Yeah, okay.
Just one thing you get. What do you want?
I need to survive, right?
I think you can swim open water. Put your swimming
Yeah,
goggles
exactly.
on. Swim off the
Then I
island.
don't even need goggles. I'm fine. I don't even need goggles. Because there's nobody there.
What do you want? The one thing on the island with you.
Well, I need food. Like, how
Pro-
about this? A one tree that grows all the fruits at one time. So I'm sorted.
Wow. So the seeds for that tree. But by the time it grows, you'll probably already have starved.
No. The tree is there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Just
carrying anything
Hypothetically,
with
it
me.
just exists
Yeah, it exists.
and sustains
So
you.
yeah, so we're doing like the Life of Pi, like the National Geographic thingy,
Kind of,
that
yeah.
magical island
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So you just go there and you shop with the tree with all the fruits and everything you need. So I don't need to carry anything with me.
The tree of life.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
So
I just-
Sucheta Deb Burman
yeah.
wants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll get to catch up on sleep.
Yeah.
Lately, been
I
deprived
wouldn't
of.
sleep on a stranded island though. Like, you know, what kind of like wild animals or
Oh,
something.
there's nothing. I've already skirted it.
Yeah? Ah, that's perfect then. Works.
So yeah, so then I get to sleep after I checked everything out.
I feel like you really wanted to be on that
Oh, I
stranded
do. I
island.
do.
Awesome.
I do.
What's next for you?
Oh, there's lots happening. There's lots already happened. There's plenty going to happen.
Anything you can speak
too.
about?
Oh, no. That's another thing. I don't tell people about my swims prior.
So you get it done?
And then,
Then-
yeah.
Makes sense.
Because I really don't think everybody wants good for me. So it's best to keep the negativity out of my
You
life.
believe in that energy.
I
and, like,
do.
For sure. Makes
I
sense.
do. See, as an athlete, you become very, because I'm in an element of water, right? So you become very sensitive to things around you.
Hmm.
You tend to pick up, energies and stuff, and I don't want negative energy. Yeah, you
I get that.
don't need any of that, and you're
Yeah.
really better off without it. So
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I've not been shady or anything. It's my personal choice.
It is what it is.
I chose, and that's it.
For
Like
sure.
it or not, I'm not swimming for you. I'm doing this swim for myself. It's because that's what I love. That's
Cool.
my love. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yay!
10 years from now, you're watching this episode 6 of Superset Radio. What would you have hoped to accomplish in 10 years? That's a long time. Like-
Yeah, it is. That number one, that people are finally aware of the sport to a degree that more people get into it
Hmm.
with safety in mind.
Mhm.
Right? It is a sport. We work hard. We train very hard.
I'd imagine that. Yeah,
Open water swimming is a sport.
it is.
Yeah. We also deserve the same respect,
And-
the same understanding. Yeah, that is what I will see in 10 years.
And that's kind of
Yeah.
what OWSF is
That's where my
working towards.
foundation, that's where
to
the
help
foundation
that.
comes in towards. Open Water Swimmers Foundation is Swim to Revive Nature. So we also plan to keep the open waters clean, but also at the same time introducing the safety and getting more people involved in the community, and supporting the community is what we need.
Final question. You spoke about being the kid with pigtails around the pool, swimming from the age of 4 competitively until you were 18.
Mm.
College, corporate life, hurt your back, started open water swimming, made history. Is there anything you would change?
No, not one bit.
Not a
Not,
single
not,
thing.
not a single thing. Oh, they've been many times like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have
Hmm.
done that. Zero. I think everything that's happened in life, in my life, I think I have called it upon myself.
Yeah.
It's my actions, it's my words. So it's okay.
No regrets.
No regrets.
regrets at all.
No regrets. Honestly, no regrets. Done and dusted with it.
Cool.
All done with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing
Thank you
this.
so much for having
been-
me, Wayne.
Yeah, me too. It's been a really great
I
episode.
know, it's been
And
fun.
Thank you for
Yeah.
watching. Subscribe to my channel so I can do more of this. Follow Sucheta on Instagram. We'll link her Instagram down below. Follow her foundation,
Yes,
OWSF.
please.
And I'll see you in the next one, episode 7. Peace.
Thank you.
See you.